Chapter 11. The Gupta Empire. The 4th century AD saw the rise of a new dynasty in India. After the decline of the Mauryan dynasty, emerged the Satavahanas and Kushanas, two large political entities. One existed in Deccan and the other in North India. They both had trading relations with the Roman Empire. Both kingdoms declined around the middle of the 3rd century AD. Then came the Gupta dynasty, which centered on Magadha. So, Magadha again came into prominence under the Guptas, who ruled for nearly 200 years. The Guptas. The period between 320 to 540 AD is often referred to as the classical age of India by most historians. Sources. We get plenty of information about this illustrious dynasty through coins, Allahabad pillar inscription, remains of temples, and the paintings of Ajanta. Literary sources such as the accounts of foreign travelers like Fahin and Itsing and the writers such as Kalidasa gave us a good idea about the society. Political history. Chandragupta I, 320 to 335 AD. Sri Gupta established the Gupta dynasty, but the first important ruler of the dynasty was Chandragupta I. He ascended the throne in 320 AD, almost 600 years after another Chandragupta of the Mauryan dynasty, who had become a ruler in 321 BC. Samudragupta, AD 335 to 375. Samudragupta, son of Chandragupta I, was the greatest ruler of the Gupta dynasty. He was an ambitious king and he occupied Delhi and western Uttar Pradesh by destroying the rulers and fought against the kings of Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and the Deccan. Due to his military achievement, Samudragupta is called the Indian Napoleon. He patronized music and learning and was a musician and poet himself. Some coins of this period show him playing the veena. Chandragupta II, AD 375 to 415. Chandragupta II, the son of Samudragupta, succeeded him in 375 AD. Chandragupta II took the title of Vikramaditya when he ascended the throne. He conducted a successful campaign against the Shakas, who had regained power in the west and were giving trouble to the Gupta. Vikramaditya conquered Gujarat and Kathiawar and improved his relations with the Deccan kings through matrimonial alliances. He is famous for giving patronage to scholars, poets and artists. Administration. The king was the head of administration. A council of ministers assisted the king in administrative matters. The empire was divided into provinces or bhuktis. Princes were very often appointed as governors of provinces. They were assisted by a group of officials called Kumaramatyas. The provinces were further divided into districts or Vishayas. The Ayuktas administered the districts. There was also a district council in each district, which helped in maintaining efficient administration. The village was the lowest administrative unit. It was looked after by a council of village elders. Society. People lived in peace and harmony. The society was divided into castes. A number of subcastes had come into existence. Sometimes, guilds of merchants and craftsmen were also referred to as castes. Women had no independent identity of their own. Widows' condition was very worse. Trade and commerce. During the early period of Gupta rule, both internal and external foreign trade prospered. India carried on a flourishing trade with West Asia and Southeast Asia. Goods exported from India included spices, pearls, ivory, perfumes, textiles, and precious stones. Religion. The Gupta period is also regarded as a period of Hindu Renaissance. People worshipped many gods and goddesses like Shiva, Durga, Ganesha, etc. The Gupta rulers were worshippers of Lord Vishnu and performed religious sacrifices or yajnas like the Aryans and rewarded the Brahmins. Idol worship became popular and temples were built to worship these idols. Art and architecture. Architecture flourished under the patronage of the Gupta kings. The wall paintings of Ajanta caves in the central Deccan are considered among the greatest and most powerful works of Indian art. The most famous cave paintings at Ajanta, the Sarnath Buddha, the Devghar Dashavatar, temple panels, and the Udayagiri Varaha cave are some marvelous arts of the Gupta age. Literature. The Gupta Empire is considered by many scholars to be the classical age of Buddhist art and literature. Sanskrit was revived during this period, and some of the most beautiful dramas and poetry were written in Sanskrit. Chandragupta II had many great scholars, artists, and writers in his court, known as the Navratna, the 9 jewels. The brightest of all the 9 jewels was the Kalidasa. His works and plays have been translated into most of the important languages of today. Apart from Kalidasa, there were many Sanskrit authors like Vishak Dutt, Shudrak, and Subandhu. Harisena had written the long inscription on the pillar at Allahabad in praise of Samudragupta. Contribution to the world and achievements. Mathematics. One of the greatest contributions of India to the world of mathematics is the use of zero and the decimal system. Astronomy. 2 well-known mathematicians and astronomers of the time were Aryabhat and Varahamihir. Aryabhat said that the earth moves around the sun and at the same time it moves on its own axis. Varahamihir was another leading scientist. He wrote Brihat Samhita, which is an encyclopedia of science. Metallurgy. Metallurgy, the science of metals, was also very advanced. This is proven from the iron pillar at Mehroli in Delhi. It was built in the 4th century AD. The 7-meter tall pillar has not rusted for over 16 centuries despite being continuously exposed to sun, rain, wind and dust. Gold coins of the Guptas were also excellently designed. Medicine. Ayurveda, a system of medicine based on herbs and plants, was known at that time and many diseases were cured with this. Charak and Sushrut wrote books on medicine and surgery respectively.